In today's topic, we will discuss the most important thing. Definitely for 4 marks will be getting in annual examination. That means summative assessment. Respiration versus combustion. So what is meant by respiration? What is meant by combustion? There will be a difference column. Have much knowledge and sit to the peaceful area and then listen to the topic. Let's begin here. Respiration versus combustion. So what is respiration? What is combustion? We will see. If you see this picture, you can understand that here matchstick is getting burnt with the help of candle, and candle is just burnt with the help of matchstick. So here, is it taking outside our body or inside our body? You need to imagine it is taking place outside of our human body or outside of animals. That means the burning of this candle, that means here the burning of this candle is taking place outside of our body, and this kind of burning, whatever it takes place outside of our body with the help of oxygen, that is known as combustion. That is known as combustion. And here I want to say, while listening this class for the first time, you can listen with the speed, and while exam times you need to make it into 1.25x speed in the YouTube settings, or 2x speed in the YouTube settings, such that 30 minutes class will be completed in 15 minutes. During revision time you can use this kind of thing. Already you might be known that, but I am saying as in case of quick revision. And here, when it is burning outside of body, for example, if we are burning a paper outside of our body, that means usually we will burn paper outside of our body, and that will make combustion. Combustion means any burning process which it takes outside of our body is known as combustion. But respiration, inside our body, inside human organism, if anything is going on, means then we can say it is respiration. That means inside the glucose is burning, then it is known as respiration. Then here we will have a look differences between combustion and respiration, respiration and combustion. These are the 7 points which are most important for your exam. So if you write any 5 of them, of these differences, you can score 4 by 4 marks in annual examinations, essay 1 or essay 2 also. 7 are there here, 7 plus 7, 14 are there. So you can remember any 5 from this side and any 5 from this side. So one by one we will discuss here. Most important, if you are understanding this one, means respiration chapter you are understanding. Complete respiration chapter is in your hands. So whatever questions will be getting, you can ask. First one, it occurs in living cells. Yes, it occurs in living cells. It is non-cellular. Combustion is non-cellular. Why? Because outside. If you see this image, you can see this is outside. So respiration means inside. Can you see here? Inside. Respiration process will take place here inside our body. Whereas combustion will take place in the outside of our body. So this is the difference, first difference. Second one, oxidation of food materials, especially glucose, to carbon dioxide and water is called respiration. Yes, this is the thing. When glucose is broken down to carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen and food, it is called as respiration. Only this thing you need to remember. With the help of oxygen, food molecules are, especially glucose, are broken down to carbon dioxide, water, and that is called as respiration. And here, when sugar burns, sugar means here any carbohydrate, even matchstick we have seen. Matchstick is also a plant material. Plant material means it is made up of glucose, carbohydrate. So any carbohydrate, again it turns into fat, this fat. Understood? So any carbohydrate which will just burn and release carbon dioxide and water are produced and energy is released as heat. This process is called as combustion. Here also heat is produced, here also heat is produced, but in this heat is more, combustion heat is more. Understood? But in respiration, that much heat if it is there means we cannot survive. Understood? Then the difference. Next one, oxidation of sugar molecules occurs at the body temperature of an organism. This is most important. Yes, this oxidation process in our body will occur only in our body temperature. That means high temperature cannot be there, only in case of fever time. In case of fever time, due to microorganisms killed by our WBCs, such that fighting war will occur in our body. Due to that extreme war, temperatures will increase. Here in case of combustion, heat is to be applied for the sugar molecule to burn. But here oxidation will be there. Understood? Here oxidation is nothing but gain of electrons. Sorry. Loss of electrons is called as oxidation. So electrons will be lost from sugar molecules, and that will occur at body temperature only. And here heat is to be applied. Yes, heat is to be applied. And in respiration, usually if you see in combustion, heat must be applied for the glucose molecules to burn. Whereas in case of respiration, heat will be produced. We need not to apply any heat. That makes the difference between these two. And next one, the energy is released in several stages. Yes, while doing our work, energy is released. While eating, energy is released. While reading, energy is released. And now you are seeing this video with eyes, some energy will be utilized. So several stages energy is released. But here, if you burn a paper, immediately at once heat will be released. And till the burning of paper is completed, there will not be any heat. So that is the thing here. Next point, several intermediates are formed. Several intermediates means here, respiration is a very long process in our body. If we see, respiration is a very long process. So intermediary compounds will be formed in this small process. Understood? Like this, intermediary compounds will be formed. So due to that intermediary compounds, then we can say it is a very big process. Then next here, this side if you see, no intermediate compounds are formed. Yes, at a stretch, if a paper is burnt, no any intermediaries are formed, just as normal as this. If it is burning, then what will happen? It completely burns without any intermediary things. No any enzymes will be there, no catalyst will be there, just it goes on burning. It goes on burning. And at that time what will happen here? It is at a stretch process. Next one, enzymes are required for oxidation. Yes, as if you see fifth sentence, several intermediates are formed. For this, enzymes are required. Why? In the middle of the many steps will be formed in the respiration. So enzymes are required. What are enzymes here? These are the chemical compounds which will help the reaction. But here enzymes are not required for combustion. Direct fire is there means it will burn. Understood? This is firing outside our body. This is firing inside of our body. And last one, if you see, respiration occurs in the presence of water. Yes, in our body cells, huge amount of water is present. Even though respiration will be occurring, that means burning will be occurring. But combustion, if you see in case of energy, this is in our cell, what will happen? Inside our cell, water also will be there in the form of cytoplasm. Even though energy production is seen, that's why it is called as cellular respiration. That's why it is called as cellular respiration. And in case of combustion, this will occur in absence of water. This will occur in absence of water. Why? Whenever anything it is burning, for example, if anything it is burning, immediately if you pour water, then what will happen? The fire will be put off. The just fire will be put off. For example, a candle is burning. You pour few drops of water. So in the presence of water, can combustion occur? No. Combustion cannot be occurred. So what is the here? Respiration can occur even in presence of water, but combustion will occur only in absence of water. And respiration is a controlled process, but combustion is cannot be controlled. This is important. Respiration is controlled process, and combustion is uncontrolled process. Why? For example, here you can see one rocket, one firework has been aired into the atmosphere. So once it started firing, it goes on increasing fire until it has water. We cannot stop. So continuous process. But respiration, we can control ourselves. If we want to use energy, yes, run. If you don't want to use energy, sit at one place. So respiration is a controlled process, combustion is the uncontrolled process. Heat is released more in respiration and less in respiration, but in combustion heat is released more. Why? Why? Because respiration is a controlled process, combustion is not a controlled process, it is uncontrolled process. That's why it is more heat will be generated. So in your exam, these 7 points are there. You can write any 5 points, whichever find easy. This is controlled, this is uncontrolled. And in exam, it is most important that these differences you need to know. Why? For 1 mark they will be asking, for objective they will be asking, and for 2 marks also, and for 4 marks. And no diagram is there for this. Every time differences questions are getting means, you need to make a tabular column. Definitely you need to make the tabular column. And most importantly, in the higher classes also, first difference what you are writing for the first difference must match to the second one. It occurs in living cells, it occurs in non-cellular. Oxidation of food materials, but here sugar burns, like that. Energy is released in several stages. Energy is released at once. Several intermediates are formed. No, several intermediates are. Like this comparison table you need to make. So irregular tabular column if you make means no one will give you the marks. Understood? 5 sentences why I am saying you to write means, in fact 4 are enough. This side 4, this side 4 are enough. But in exam, any one small mistake is there means another extra sentence you have written, so that will be added as a mark. Understood? Respiration will be taking place within our body only, but combustion, as I shown here, it will take outside our body.